In theaters, a ghost light is left on to protect from the darkness, and according to some, to protect against the ghosts. The Warfield in San Francisco is no exception.
Stood up from the sitting down in the chair and just kind of disappeared.
I saw someone walking to the chair, so.
I see.
Yeah, I think somebody's coming.
It's just song in this room.
Is somebody there? What the? Was that you? Was that you?
And I have no idea if this means anything, but some Stevie Nicks just flashed in my head.
Did you see that?
I saw that.
Oh, something just moved in this room.
Where?
Something just moved across the door. I'm scared.
Something literally ran up. Like it was like this big.
It's a very small shadow.
Where?
Going towards the chair.
I haven't gone in there yet. And I don't want to.
I feel a weird pressure. I and cameraman Cody felt something weird coming out of one of the dressing rooms.
Why don't you want to go into the full one?
It just, like I was describing it with Yang, it feels like the energy of the room is like a solid. And it's
just
pushing
like
me
space
out,
for
and it's kind of weird. I don't want to be in there.
Now the dressing room was completely empty, but I felt like some kind of pressure was coming out of the room, like the air inside was more dense than the air, in the hallway. And Cody felt like he described it as like some kind of almost styrofoam energy that was pushing out and preventing you from going in. And he didn't even want to go into that room because it was so weird. And this prompted APR investigator Angeliki to take a photo with her thermal camera. There's a face
There's a clear as day face
What the shit?
standing in that room.
right now.
It was pointing in there. This is what it's captured.
There's a male that sometimes sits wants to be left alone. Interesting.
We'll call it.
It's called the GS2.
The GS2.
It's like, Ghostbusters.
Yeah, so is there anybody down here that loves rock and roll music? We'd love to interview you.
What are these bass lines doing right now?
Oh yeah, what's this doing, Chris?
I have no idea.
It's just mapping out the room.
No, I already mapped out the room.
Yeah, does that mean something's there?
It's picking up
Something.
It's picking up something cold and dark blue.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
And then it's lighting up again.
Wait, so it's lighting blue. What
It gives me something. It's picking something subtle up in that left room area.
In the room ahead.
But this room that Cody's in is the face room.
No, it's not.
The next
The
one.
room down.
Okay. Perfect. Hey Bachman, are you down here? Do you remember us from last time? We're photographers as well. Hey Bachman, can you show yourself to us again? We'd like to take your photo.
That's in that room.
What did you guys hear? I heard that too.
No,
No,
it was
I heard that.
like
There's
a
a
pop.
pop behind me.
Look at this thing.
What's going nutty?
Oh, it's subtle, so that's gotta be way down there then. It's way down there.
Hey Bachman, can you come closer? Did you see that?
What happened?
the flashlight just got thrown off the table.
I saw it on the floor, but I didn't know that it got thrown on the floor.
No, she put it on vertical like that, and then it just came
She put it on
down,
vertical and it did what?
and it just came off.
It just came off.
It was fell on my foot.
You alright?
I gotta get over here.
You okay?
It's starting to feel weird.
What? You okay? Sorry.
I got my leg.
Okay, got it.
I feel like a little bitch.
Just remember when you called me back 3 times.
Yeah, there's something down there.
Yeah, I mean, I think
There's something down there.
Look, it's lit up. It's at a distance. I mean,
It was. I saw it with my eyes.
It's like really all full right
yeah,
now.
well, we need to come closer so it lights up like
And
red.
it was like this. It was like this tall.
This thing is filling up entirely. Like,
Yeah, it means it's down there. That's why it's blue. It's at the end of the hall.
it reminds me of the movie Aliens when they're like approaching you.
Bachman, was that you? Did I see you? Can you come closer so we can try to take your picture, if you don't mind? Do you like the band The Ramones?
Carl.
Is your flavor misbehaving?
Yeah, the whole screen was like solid.
Yes, I asked them to not mess with me, and now
It's solid orange.
She's like,
Solid orange.
There's nothing. It's not picking up on anything. Look at that. There's like nothing happening right now.
Solid orange, and there's nothing happening on your thermal.
Yeah, it's not like. I mean, it's on, right? I mean, that's not really anything.
Got it.
Trying to get this to work.
Oh,
What's going on?
I just don't like that the lights went away. There we go.
Here we go. No, you guys. What? What the fuck is this?
Is there a face again?
No way.
The face is back.
Oh my god!
The face is back.
Dude, it is!
Holy shit.
I told you I saw him. I knew I
he's
saw him.
literally right here at the corner.
I saw him. I was standing.
Oh. Is it still okay? Oh wait, but there. Here we go. That was the effect we had before. Remember how my I was able to see my hand right behind it? You're filming this, so it's like, and I'm
Thank you,
filming it too.
Bachman, for showing yourself.
Bachman
Really
returned.
appreciate it.
Oh my god.
Can we? Is it frozen like that?
Face.
I think it's frozen
Burnt like a
again.
It's frozen again,
It's burnt
but it's the same
Same
face.
man, different picture.
Yeah, I'm filming
picture.
both cameras
Okay.
right now.
Also, let me show you. Before we got here, I cleared out everything. There are no pictures anywhere. There's nothing except for what we were taking with the Fleur. Okay?
The face returned.
Yeah. This is like, so these are the Fleur albums, right? But like all of my photos, I deleted everything so that there's no like confusion.
I was standing right here and I was looking down that hallway and I saw like a white sort of illuminated figure that was, probably about this tall. And then I was like, oh, it's my eye like adjusting to the light. And then I looked again and the figure was closer to me. Like maybe it took 10 steps closer. And that's when I was like, I gotta get out of here. And then Androniki stood in the same spot with the camera, and then she got that face. And that face, like, cause she's holding the camera here, which means the face is like at the same level, which is the height of the thing that I saw down that hallway.
The face is like a
I'm gonna
purplish,
just remove
Purplish blue.
purplish blue.
It looks exactly the same as we had it before. Wait, so it was actually a
It
video?
was on video and it froze.
It just showed up.
Yeah. See, there it is. Right?
And the crazy thing is it's a different angle.
Yeah, it's a different angle. Background's different, but the face is the same, the mustache is the same, the eyes are the same.
And that face was clearly blue.
Yeah, here's my hand.
And you could see her hand is like orange color. It's a very different color than what the face was, which is not normal.
Because of your light.
Oh yeah, here we are.
There you go. Right, so you can see you too in the mirror there.
Mm-hmm.
See the difference. Like you can still see that we're warm faces.
He likes you.
I think he likes the camera. Oh, and Lisa said
No,
he
he
likes
likes
me.
He
you.
likes you.
Cool. I like you too, Bachman.
Hey, look. You see that?
Yeah, they got all red.
It's too creepy down there.
It's really creepy down there.
So it says online that you were trying to take a picture of a marquee and you were hit. Is that how you died?
Hey, is that thing supposed to be doing that? The GS2?
It should be blank.
It's getting red.
You think it's red? It's actually picking up some kind of mass.
That means it's picking up a mouse?
It's picking up something that's strong.
Bachman, is that you? Hey, are you a Ramones fan? I would have loved to see them live. I bet that was a fun show.
It's picking up some movement.
Bachman, are you down there? There's a little machine in this room that has a little red light. Light that thing up full blast if you love the Grateful Dead. He passed away taking a photograph of a marquee of where the Ramones were playing.
Maybe Jerry wants us to sing his song.
Did it just stop when you stopped singing?
Yeah, it did.
That was pretty crazy. It went apeshit when we were singing.
Yeah, it did.
That was awesome. That just proves that I think this doesn't go off on itself.
Should we play it on our phone?
Sure.
Why not?
Why not?
Listen on our phone?
Let's do it. I felt like a tingling on the back of me. It still kind of was going for a minute, but it felt really strange when I was playing it.
It's almost like somebody was standing behind you.
Maybe.
Super calm now.
But I still feel it. I mean, like, can you see my arm?
Second verses.
Yeah, I see all your hair standing.
You liked when we were singing?
Maybe it took a lot of his energy to sing. It was
Yeah.
like singing along with you. It
Yeah.
felt like.
Right. Yeah, this guy is awesome. This is the original
That's
one.
2 years, 2
Original
years ago.
photo.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Okay. Here's the one from today. And
See, it's the same color palette,
then I could pull
a
up.
different angle. You see this on hers, it's more like head on, whereas this
Right.
one he's kind of like looking up, like looking down.
And, you,
Right.
and there's no.
And then her
There's the,
phone is different from the last time.
there's the info.
So you can't say like, oh, it was burned on the phone. Like this is a brand new phone. If I zoom out, there's a picture of what a person looks like. You see how hot he is?
I think the only thing left is for somebody else to try to repeat it.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
That would be cool to get like somebody with this huge budget that can come in for like multiple days with all this equipment,
Yeah.
like real, like, you know, $10,000 FLIR camera and see if they get the same thing.
Versus like a $300
Yeah,
FLIR
it's a
attachment
consumer
from, like,
product, but
Well,
you
they-
get someone
4 years
like,
ago.
like a fireman grade
Yeah.
FLIR camera.
Yeah, and sit in that hallway. And then-
Yeah.
What makes me wonder is why firefighters and other people in this, or electricians even, don't get these kind of things sometimes. That's another.
Probably did. It was probably.
Like they just write it off like,
Yeah,
okay, that's
just
probably a glitch.
Kind of like seeing UFOs. You don't admit to it.
No, it's like the Hornet. All the old guys are like, oh, this place isn't haunted. Oh, but I saw this ghost this one time.
Yeah.
And you're like,
So it depends on what you call haunted.
Right.
If you ever come back here again, my friend has a FLIR.
I was flabbergasted. The second picture, it looked just like Randy. But you know, I worry that because of all that led into it, my brain is making me want to think that. But I thought it was Randy. I got the chills. I almost started crying. Randy was a really close friend of mine, and I loved. I mean, I say he and I was pallbearer at his funeral. He and I and Phil, the late bass player of Y&T, we were really Randy's really close friends. Like I say, when his dad knew it, when Randy died, his dad trusted me with all of his images for that book. Shot a lot of shows live, but he shot a lot of the stuff in the dressing rooms, from the Stone, Warfield, in the dressing rooms. When I saw the dressing room, I said, "Oh, that's Randy's home." You know, he was like 4'11" or real small. He was out all the time shooting. Everyone knew Randy. He was a madman. He loved being a photographer. He was a beloved character in the scene. Everyone loved Randy Bachman. You know, when I was watching the video and the woman kept calling saying, Bachman, Bachman, Randy loved women. And I could see him coming to her. He loved women.
I like you too, Bachman.
Okay, so this face showed up in our first investigation in 2017, and then it came again when we went back in January 2020. I mean, I almost didn't want to go back the second time because I thought there's just no way we could get anything that amazing, but it happened again. And, you know, a lot of questions came up. Could this be just a thermal photo that someone left on her camera she didn't know about? Could it have been an accidental selfie? I mean, we had the same questions, and APR did a bunch of debunking. Look at these qualities of the photo that show it's not just a simple photo. First of all, the face is freezing cold according to the colors. A normal human face would be yellow, orange, you know, warm signatures, but this face is dark purple or blue, meaning that it's freezing cold. Secondly, this is even more amazing to me. While the face is on the screen, Matthew waves his hand in front of the lens, and you can see his hand going up and down behind the head. In both the 2017 and the 2020 investigations, this happened. So the background was live while the face was on the screen. And thirdly, Androniki, she kept taking more photos, and we were watching her taking the photos, and the face showed up in each of the subsequent pictures. And we don't know how to explain that.
I'm trying to debunk this ghost photo, and I can't. So let me go back to the beginning. Here's the image that Androniki took. And you can see that there's clearly two eyes, a mouth, a chin. The face is kind of purple, and then there's this yellow hot background.
Cool.
So she takes another picture here, and this picture looks just a hair different than this one. And if you look at the bottom of the chin area, you can see a tiny bit of movement. Where this picture you get more of a face, a fuller face, and this one it gets a little bit cut off down here. So it looks like whatever it was moved a little bit. So then someone thought, okay, maybe it could have been someone in the room and they were all sitting on the couch and then they turned their head. So here's Androniki trying to recreate, and you could see she's kind of yellow in the face and then the room is purple in the background. So that's completely the opposite of this, right? So we thought, okay, well maybe the filter, we have the wrong filter. There's a bug with the filter. So there is no other filter to create this signature. So then here's Star sitting on the couch, turning her head towards the door, and you can see how far away she is from the couch. So she's pretty far compared to this picture. Like this picture is right up at the camera. Like their face is really close. So then we thought maybe it was a thumb getting close to the camera. So here's a picture of my thumb close to the camera, and there's no definable features with the thumb. Yes, the signature is hot, obviously, because it's my thumb, but there's no dark eyes, nose, mouth, anything like that. There's no definable feature that would make you think it's a face.
And the face of the man is actually a cold.
The face, hot, the face, exactly. This is totally cold. The rest of it's hot. So there's no way if it was like her thumb getting in the way, the thumb would be hot. It wouldn't be purple. It would be opposite colors. So there's no way to say definitively that this is not a ghost. I can't recreate it. So it's pretty bizarre. I've never seen something like this in my life on the floor. Like, it's super creepy. And the fact that she got 2 pictures of it, so you guys thought the image was burned, the image moves a little bit, so it stayed there for enough to take 2 pictures. So that's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
What's really bizarre, though, is that when it was frozen there, you could still see like movement in the shot. So there was clearly a frozenness to the picture, right?
Yeah, and what's weird is, so if it was like a burned image, like, why isn't it there now? We didn't restart, we didn't turn this off. Like, it's still on. So the image isn't there anymore. So it's almost like it was staying with the camera, with whoever was holding the camera, staying with them. And then as they looked at it and was like, oh my God, then it like went away or whatever. But it was like it was staying with you as you're moving, and it's kind of staying in the frame, which is, I can't explain that, how that could happen.
I also want to show you the actual tests that they ran. First, they had the same question. Was this just an accidental selfie that Angeliki took?
Void.
It's like when you flip it, like you flip your camera over on accident.
Yeah.
She had
those pictures.
And she had
Why is it cold though?
Yeah, that's just weird.
If we swipe, you can see the difference between her picture. So that's her. And look how her eyes are super illuminated. And also are those earrings here?
Yeah.
So there's no earrings.
What the fuck is that?
Look, there's no earrings here.
Yeah. Do that again, swipe back to her picture.
So that's a human heat signature.
So you can see her eyes are hot.
Her eyes are hot, and there's some like earrings or something here. And you can definitely see her hairline, right? And then on this picture, it just looks like this person's bald. There's no earrings, and clearly there looks like a goatee.
Yeah, I see that.
I want to take a picture of it too.
That's creepy. There's nobody here that looks like that.
No. Angeliki's picture is a normal warm signature yellow, bright colors, and nothing like the really freezing color. And even when they tried to reverse the palette to see if they could recreate that dark color in the faces, they couldn't recreate it. And also, she doesn't look anything like that picture. Another question was, could this be a smudge or maybe a reflection from a mirror in the room?
I bet you she put her finger in front of it.
And took a picture of her finger?
Yeah. Try that. Try that.
It's reversed.
No, like further back though. See? It goes like to purple or whatever.
But how is it?
You're right. Maybe that doesn't. I'm just trying to get.
But it doesn't make a face.
No. It's kind of weird, right? Never mind. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't work.
It does sort of, like the outline is kind of, maybe it's not.
Hold on.
And there's no
I'm just trying to find another reason.
No, yeah, for sure. Okay.
I mean, it looks like a finger.
Okay, let me push it down a little bit. I mean, I don't see those really dark circles.
Yeah.
So they were not able to recreate any kind of facial features from, any reflections, and there was no smudge on the camera. Chris, one of the investigators, asked, could this be a finger? So none of the photos with the fingers could recreate anything with facial features or the cold signature that the face showed up with. We also got a question from the online community. Could this have been Chris? Because he has a beard that's similar to the face in the photo. Well, in our first investigation, Chris was nowhere near us. He was on a different floor of the theater while we were investigating down in the dressing rooms. And this time in 2020, he was in the same floor with us, but he wasn't in front of the camera. We watched as Angeliki was taking more photos, and the face kept showing up, and he was not in front of that camera when the face was showing up. The face in the photo looks bald, but Chris, he's always got a cap on in investigations. He's actually not bald. So APR hasn't been able to debunk it. They even, sent in emails and messages to the FLIR camera company. They couldn't come up with any explanations. We certainly have no idea. But we're definitely open to anybody who may have rational explanations or who have had similar experiences with thermal cameras.